7k. I just strength 4 right there. Boom, boom. Now 54k. I am an idiot. I'm an idiot. I drank 2 strength 4 potions. Oh my! I'm 11 damage. There, no. I finished doing all my talismans. I could really doing all the ones that were unnecessarily ungodly to achieve. Now I have perfectly 100% crit check. But if I get one more talisman, how close am I to the I'm a long ways off. I ain't farming that by hand. I'm so close to getting the 6k and then I'll start making like 1k more per farming thing. Boom, boom. So yeah, 99% crit chance and then 100. So yeah, I have perfect talisman and stuff with my armor. Oh, actually then farming, there's like a reason for this besides me being broke, because that means I'm technically saving up to reforge my chest plate to godly so that I can one-shot the 6k enderman. Because there's no way in heck I'm converting like all my minions to potato minions just so I can unlock the hot potato book recipe and buy a hot potato book and put it on my sword. And no, I'm not making potato minions so that I can get potatoes to make a hot potato book. No one makes hot potato books besides Technoblade and Squid Kid. The only 2 people ever allowed ever to make hot potatoes. Other people have to buy them. Bruh. Oh yeah, also I made a video today. Yeah, you can go check that out. It exists. I won't say that much. So yeah. Go watch that now, or I will do absolutely nothing to you and be slightly annoyed because I don't have enough views. Actually, I'm gonna go check on my iPad, aka fancy cellular device, how much views my insert clickbait video here video has. 13 views. That's one more than Zamboni Zombies, but his has been up for a fraction of the time I has. My channel is dead. Oh yeah, like I gave up on my channel basically. I made another video because I've wanted to. I'm not really trying with my YouTube channel anymore. I don't really see the point. Yeah, I did a couple more days and I should get another combat level from these endermen. I don't actually have any combat minions. I took it on my blaze minion because the only reason I really had it up was so that I could get enchanted blaze powder for strength potions, but now I already have like more than enough for that. like until I get another talisman, or until I get my chest plate ungodly, I should probably just be doing crit 3. I don't need the strength anymore. Actually, I could do a bit of foraging to get a bit more strength. I'm gonna do a foraging after this. I have a couple of haste 3 potions still. Used one of them so that I get all tier 4 wood minions. So yeah, I'm gonna go foraging after this. Probably in the dark thicket because it has the highest concentration of trees, I think. Bro, this man's using a raider. Bro, I saw a raider axe with smite 5 selling for 79 million. It had smite. Why would you ever? Well, it was selling for 73 million. I think that's what I said, but I'm not sure. But it was selling for 73 million. I was like, why? It has smite. There's no way that had to be someone paying someone back or something. Because there's no way anyone would spend 73 million on a Raider's axe with smite 5. Sure, you can still one-shot zealots without it if you have full superior. That's bruh. I mean, I guess it had scavenger 3, but you can just add that on with books pretty easily. Now, if it was maxed with all level 6 enchants, I could understand spending 10, 20 mil, maybe, on it. But spending 79 mil for a Raider's axe that was probably fresh out the enchanting table with smite 3 on it. That's a large amount of money to pay for a weapon. That's not good. Bro, can this guy one-shot it? No. Bruh, what is his... Does he have any talismans? What is his armor on strong? What is that crit chance? That is disgusting. If you have dragon armor and you don't have 100% crit chance with it, go to Ender Armor. Ender Armor is really good. I don't see everyone's problem with it. I used to not grind Skyblock, but I had a reason for it. It was because in the early game, there's no way you can like grind money or anything. If building a pumpkin farm, I just don't know. I don't have that kind of time to AFK. No, I like doing like actually being able to do stuff with my data, and not having it all washed down a sink. So yeah, so I didn't have any ways of making money while I was online. All of my money came from my minions, and I was putting all my stuff back into upgrades. But the thing was, I was like really bad at Skyblock. I didn't have minion storages. I didn't know what compactors were. I put diamond spreadings on all of my minions, even though I was putting all my stuff purely into minion upgrades. And I had, at the time I had all my minions. I had 2 skeleton minions and the rest like diamond minions. I didn't know how to play Skyblock because, see, the thing was, I based my entire start on Skyblock around Technoblade's videos. So yeah, I didn't know how to do anything. I thought that I got an undead sword. I didn't know what reforging was, and I was hoping in my first profile I had a friend, Jake, or Zamboni Zombie as you know him. And he brought over a bunch of diamonds, and all I would do is he'd put them in a chest, and I would go and I would spend diamonds. I would sell all his diamonds, and then I would go over to the librarian, and I would go. What would I do again? Oh yeah, I would buy experience bottles. But this thing was, this took way too long because I didn't know you could right click it so that you could buy stacks at a time. So I was constantly buying like one the one experience bottle. So I would do that, and I would keep buying them until I could get to level 50, because Technoblade said level 50 enchants, even though you need level 28 to get Smite 5 and First Strike 4. And so then I would put my undead sword in the enchanting table, and I did this like 4 times until I got an undead sword with Smite 5 and First Strike 4. I thought those were the only enchants that affected damage, and sometimes I would I did this like 5 times. I would go to the librarian and buy sharpness 5 books, and I would keep combining those over and over again, like until I got a sharpness 5 book, and then I would try to put it on my sword, which had Smite 5 on it. So yeah. And then I didn't even reforge, it was the thing. So I was always trying to one-shot the mobs on the second to the last floor of the deep caverns. But I didn't have reforges, so I was always like, I didn't know what reforges were. So I was always like 10, 20 damage away. And I started, and then I just stopped playing Skyblock. I just went and did stuff. But then I started watching videos, but like 30 Virus and stuff, and they like actually got me really started. I created a new profile. I brought over a tiny bit of like stuff, maybe 1 level 4 diamond minion, and I just started doing what he did, but minus the farm. There's no way in heck I'm subjecting myself to that terror. And so yeah, that's how my Skyblock experience has gone. I got like 13 minion slots, I think. I don't know how to check that. Bruh. Okay, no, so yeah, I got like 13, 14 minion slots, something like that. And then I started like playing a good amount. Then of that, eventually I got to the point where using potions, I could one-shot these on a crit. I had like 64% crit chance at the time. I only had the talismans that you can buy from the adventurer. Enchanted. Let's go 40k more Endermen killed, and I can get a aspect of the end. Oh wait, but so yeah, I also at this time I had 64 crit chance. I created another profile. I had a live stream called Dead YouTuber Co-op, and that was gonna be another profile that I started. But eventually I was like, no, I'm not restarting another profile again, no. And so now that profile, so that profile is how I got this aspect of the end, because on that profile we didn't bother to get minion slots, but what we did was we had like 5 tier 6, 7 like Enderman minions, just constantly grinding so that we could get an aspect of the end. So yeah, that's how I got this. It took like a week or so. If you have all your then set to something, you can actually get it pretty easily. So yeah, and that's how I got my aspect of the end. I watched Duct Tape Digger's enchanting videos, and how Technoblade enchanted his pig sword, and that's how I got the enchants. Currently is on its 3rd set of enchants, yeah. And so yeah. And then I got the Ender Armor. So the helmet I got in an auction. I got it for 10K. And then I was farming some Enderman. On a crit at this time, I was able to one-shot Enderman. I had like 68 crit chance. And so then I got another Ender helmet. Sold it off, and then for a couple days I kept doing that. It sucked. It took like 5 years to kill an Enderman because I was like almost never critting. And then I won an auction. I way overpaid. I literally spent 30K on an Ender chest plate, and that's this Ender chest plate coincidentally. And then I was grinding some more. Chest plate wasn't on godly. I don't think it was on some trash or whatever. But it got me up to like 73 crit chance. And then I got a set of Ender leggings while grinding. And then this is the point in which I started brewing potions. So now I had like my crit chance went down a bit actually. I don't know how. And so now with potions I had like 84 crit chance. And I think it went down because I didn't have my talismans on me. So now I had like 84 crit chance when I was grinding Enderman. And I thought this was really good. And this was with potions, obviously. And so then I got the Ender boots, and I got a bunch of talismans, and my crit chances just skyrocketed. I have a full set of Ender armor. One piece isn't on godly, on the zealous instead. So yeah, I'm looking pretty good right now. And so yeah, now I've gotten to the point where I like can actually grind and do stuff in this game instead of just waiting for my minions to harvest and then collecting them. So yeah, I think Hypixel Skyblock's early game is really hard, and it can be much easier if you aren't an idiot. But I think that it's still pretty hard. You can't really do anything besides farm for money by yourself. So yeah, I think they should add well, I mean, I guess you could farm the diamond undead. It's actually, yeah, if you aren't an idiot, then never mind. The early game is pretty much the same as the mid game, which is what I'm in now, I guess. When I can one-shot 9,000 health Enderman, that's when I'm gonna say that I'm in the late game. 6,000 health Enderman, I hate you. So yeah, I can one-shot 9,000 health Enderman, and I'm in the late game. But yeah, right now I'm looking pretty good. So yeah, wow, this live stream is gonna be pretty long. It's gonna be like a 34 minutes something. I should actually start grinding here without potions. 80% chance ain't bad. Oh yeah, and if I go to the hub and show you my crit chance, you'll be like, wait, that isn't 80. What do you have, crit 8 potions? But the thing is, Ender armor. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and I started playing Skyblock around the time Technoblade, like 2 months the time Technoblade got his Leaping Sword. That was about the time I started playing Skyblock. Wow, I got like 200k worth of diamonds. Now I can spend it all on enchanting bottles, part that I talked about earlier. Oh yeah, and I actually, on my first profile, the one where I spent like 50k on enchanting bottles, which I bought one by one, that I didn't know that jungle axes were a thing, or that haste gold efficiency 5 axes were a thing. So I got all the way to I mined enough jungle wood by hand with a diamond axe to get to, what was it again? Oh yeah, to get to, diamond spreadings. So yeah, I have, like, I to put, like, I don't have the recipe right now. I might go get that. Jungle wood. What is this enchanted? Oh wow, making a jungle axe is easy. Bruh. Where is it? That is loud. Okay, I got the diamond spreading recipe from one of the wood types. So yeah. That says, that's now, that's my story in the skyblock. Currently looking pretty good, I'd say. Now you guys get to watch me hit trees with an axe for 16 minutes. Yay, quality content. You're all bald. Yeah, go check out the video I made earlier today. I spent like an hour on it. I know, dedication and hard work. So yeah, go check that out. Yeah, I like actually did editing. And where's my gold? So yeah, I'm gonna go chop some trees. No, I don't care about you oak trees. You're all bold. So yeah, imagine someone collecting like, I don't know, 5,000 logs like that, and I thought that was grinding. I think that's insane. There's no way anyone would ever get anything done in foraging if you had to do that. You'd have to be so dedicated to just killing yourself mentally. No, don't do that to yourself. So, yeah, I hope someone who's doing that right now is watching this video and they realize, wait, that's dumb. Go get a jungle axe from the auction. It's really, you get one for like 1K. It's not that hard. And I want to go to the dark thicket, not this clown arse area. It's so bald. Bruh. Wasting my potion effects, not like it that it's gonna matter. Oh my god. 30 virus, you are a legend. And this is that tree you can't mine, I think. I don't care about you, mushroom. Oh no. Oh yeah, I have silk touch on this axe. It's useful when I want leaves, but when I don't want leaves, it's a pain. Bruh, out of here. And also, yoink yoink. Lumberjacks in real life wish they could break trees this fast. But actually, I guess they have robots doing all of that nowadays, don't they? I'm not a boomer, okay? Don't call me a boomer. I'm like 2 years old. Okay, you're all bald. Yeah. So yeah. I should do another fire trial thing now I finally have growth 5 on my armor. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Before I had this, I had hardened diamond armor. That was about the stage where I had the 64 crit chance or whatever. And so the thing was, I put it all on a level 50 enchanting table because I thought that that was all you needed to get every enchant because Technoblade. And so, yeah. Then I always got growth 4, and I thought it didn't matter that much. Oh boy, does it matter. Growth 4 sucks. May just be that all I does in Skyblock is farm in the end speaking, but boy, the Ender Armor and well, growth 5 is so much better than growth 4. Don't follow Technoblade's video if you're trying to start off Skyblock. He left out a lot of stuff. Technoblade makes really good videos, but he doesn't make starting guides. He makes videos. So yeah. Don't be an idiot like I did. I'm probably the only one who's done that, and I probably look like an idiot right now. But still, don't follow Technoblade's videos. For starting off Skyblock. It's just a bad idea. Okay. So yeah, now y'all get to watch me chop trees. Bruh, my Pickle's probably yelling at me in the chat. Bro, you're bad. You're not farming Enderman like you said. Bald. Like, I do not care. Okay? Stop bullying me. I hate that they have mushrooms here. I mean, I understand if you like, sure, it can help you get a bit more mushrooms, but really it's more annoying when you're trying to chop logs and you got a mushroom in your inventory. I'm probably gonna turn this into growth books and so on. I would start listening to a video or something, but then I know that I get copy strikes, so... Oh yeah, that's usually what I do in my spare time. I just grind on Skyblock while I have a video playing. It's... Honestly, I think if you're doing it any other way, just like mindlessly sitting there holding the same button, I do not think that's healthy. Call me a boomer, but I don't care. I do not think anyone should do that. Just like really, just watch videos that you like while you do it. Really, please stop torturing yourself. You're all bald. Oh yeah, and also I had a couple pig minions at one point, so I could get the piggy bank. And this was I got a lot of pig minions, right after the right after they made it so it's the personal bank and the piggy bank doesn't do anything. And so, yeah, now I have a piggy bank that's worth nothing. It sells for like 40k in the auction, though. I could probably get godly on my chest play with that, but I'm still saving it, cause talisman! Yay! So, that's the only reason heck, I could probably just go get Wood Affinity Talisman right now in the auction. And then I could one-shot 6k health Enderman. I might go do that. I could just sell this oak and do that. Nah, I won't sell this oak. I have like 40k. And Pickle replied to me saying bald on one of my comments on Hi Pickle's latest video. Oh yeah, that was a comment where I said, please make more of these, probably. I guess. I think that was my only comment. Oh yeah, bro, look at this. Haste doesn't work when you're jumping up and down. It's a huge scam. See, like, it makes my axe move faster, but it doesn't actually, like, instantly break logs when I do that. So, basically, scam. Fix that right now, Hypixel. I know that's part of Minecraft, but still. Go up to the Minecraft devs and turn into, like, your biggest soccer mom impression. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. And go yell at them until they fix their broken game. Oh yeah, and some a quote that only the most cultured of you will understand. This is a game-breaking glitch that needs to be fixed. If you comment down below where that's from, it's from a YouTube video, by the way. Well, if you comment the YouTube channel down below, I will, if you also comment your IGN, I guess, I'll, if I see one of your auctions, I'll give you, like, I don't know, 20k for a dandelion or something. I don't even know. I wish you could put minions on the auction. I know it would break the game and there's a good reason that Hypixel doesn't allow it, but still, it'd be so nice. I ain't doing any fishing. I mean, I want clay minions, but I'm not doing fishing permanently. No fishing, none at all. Thank you very much. Apparently it used to work when you oh, bruh, still using a jungle axe, way behind the times, old friend. Way behind the times. Yeah, get bullied. Get bullied. Bruh, he's using a miner's outfit. Bald. And apparently a stack of cobblestone, a stack of like enchanted cobblestone is worth 10k. Come on, Hypixel. Come on, bruh. Enchanted cobblestone you can't sell for anything. It gotta. Oh yeah, and I have a cobblestone minion down, but I mean I could probably, if I wanted collection, I could probably just like go to some mines or something, get miner's outfit and start mining a bunch of cobblestone if I wanted collection. But actually I probably should do that, but I'm too lazy. I spend all my time on Skyblock doing useless stuff and getting money so I can get a tiny bit more money. I feel like it really isn't that big of a milestone to one-shot 6k Enderman, because I mean 4.5k Enderman can also give you Ender Armor now. It's a huge scam. I mean, it's good for me right now. That's how I got 2 of my 4 armor pieces, but still. And now there's really like no point in farming 6k Enderman instead of 4.5k, besides getting like 2k more per 2 potions. Oh, 2k more per potions. Oh yeah, and also I always forget to, I almost always forget to turn my strength 3 up potions into strength 4. So, the first time I saw like the 5.9k damage, I was like, wait, this means that if I brew a strength 4 potion instead, because I probably forgot, then I can one-shot 6k Enderman. Wrong, I had a strength 4 potion. Scam. Unbelievable. But I haven't gotten any foraging levels, probably, have I? Bruh, I haven't gotten any foraging levels. This is a scam. I'm gonna go get a thing from the auction. I wonder how much growth books sell for. I can probably make 2 growth 5 books with this potion. Pretty good. Not what I wanted, but pretty good. But bro, mining with a jungle axe feels so slow now. Like, why? That's like the axe they made specifically to mine wood faster is like completely obsolete. It's like absolute trash now. No, don't use that garbage. Use a efficiency 5 golden axe. Don't use diamond. It doesn't instantly break blocks for some reason. And it's just so much faster. Like, look at this. Someone made, I think 30 Virus pointed out that it takes like 3 things to take down, no, one of those strip things, like one of those wood strips that are like, where is one? Yeah, like one of those, it takes 3 things of the jungle axe. But you can do it in like 3 seconds with this. So yeah. My love for 30 Virus, I don't actually love him. Get away from me, crazy guys. But my love for 30 Virus videos has given me success. Like, even when I had the jungle axe, I was like, there's no way this is the fastest method of gathering wood. This is still preposterous. You can't possibly be expected to do this all day. And Skyblock players have the mindset of you need to grind in this game, and they forget that you don't actually need to. Oh, Radiant Orb. That means I can do this, definitely. Come on. Hey. That might, I think, I think that makes it so I can one-shot Enderman. I just got one strength and 1% crit damage. And also that means I can reforge another talisman to Itchy now. I think that means that now I can one-shot Enderman. 6k health Enderman. Yay! Oh, yes. I didn't even need that radiant apparently, but it's still nice. Oh, thanks me, I guess, for spending all that time with the jungle axe chopping down dark oak so I could get growth books. You're amazing me. You gave me a good amount of stuff. I'm not even 2% crit chance, 2% crit damage, and 2 strength. Thank you, me. That spent hours grinding dark oak. No, I'm not subjecting myself to that again. And so now you made me able to. Why is my game so laggy? Frames, no, come back. Options, video settings, progress minimal. I should switch back over to Badlion client so that I can turn off particles. Very Okay, I'm actually gonna be ending the stream here. Don't ask why. No questions will be answered. You're all bold. Okay, have a good night, boys. It's Sandwich Boy out. Best outro you've ever heard.